guys, what's up? So, oh my goodness, we are in week 2 of 2022 already. Things were crazy last week. If you haven't seen my vlog, then you wouldn't know, but last week, me and the hubby went and got boosters, right? And the first 2 shots for the vaccine didn't bother me, really. I got a sore arm, I was a little tired, things like that. No, this booster knocked me on my ass as if I had went 10, 15 rounds in an MMA fight, and I was just like, done, and done again. I was not having it. It was horrible for me, but it is what it is. Kiddo will be going to get his in a couple weeks, so then our entire family will be fully vaxxed and things like that. Good for us. Got a chance to spend some time with a fellow booktuber during one of the sprints on Sunday night when I was feeling a little bit better. She was able to allowed me to actually get my reading in that I need to do every single day. So thank you, Princess. I appreciate you. And make sure you're going to check out her, channel and things like that. She does like weekly sprints or Sunday sprints, I think it's called, where she just sits and she reads and then she'll have conversation and things like that. It's so much fun. I need to do that more often. I think I will for this year. Other than that, I had a pretty good reading week last week. So let's jump into the things that I did finish last week, starting it off with the Perfect Fake Date, which is Billionaires of Boston, number 3 by Naima Simone, placing this in contemporary, giving it 4.25 stars, give it 3 Steam fans. Had this as an ARC / ebook, finishing up a project or doing a project for my Harlequin gig that I have on the side. So you'll be hearing or seeing this book again. This is a Black author. This is Friends to Lovers. And in this we have Keenan and Eve, who are best friends. They go to different events with each other and things like that. And Eve, all of a sudden, it's not all of a sudden, she has had a crush on Keenan's older brother. But if you haven't read the rest of the series, The Billionaires of Boston, then you're going to find out that Keenan has found out that he has a different father than the one that he grew up with. So he has like another separate family. And in that, I guess, heir finding out type thing, he found out that he has to run a business with some other brothers that he has. And, the Eve is there to support him, but at the same time, Eve has had a crush on his brother that he grew up with, and a father that kind of puts him down at every turn and doesn't want to see him sort of go off on his own because of this new family dynamic and things like that. So you get to see the two of them sort of support each other, and I really enjoyed it. I do wish I had read the other 2 books prior to reading this one to get to fill in some of the blanks and things like that, and to see the other couples that are involved within the story and the other brothers. But I really, really enjoyed it, and we'll be going back to read those. So there's that. Then we have Cursed Heart, which is Siren Series number 2 by Lorraine. This is a paranormal romance. You guys. So I started this series last week, the week before last, with Eternal Desire, and this is the second book in it. I'm giving it 4.5 stars before I get ahead of myself, giving it 2.5 Steam fans. Listen to it as an audiobook. This has every paranormal romance thing that you could possibly think of in it. We have angels, we have demons, we have witches, we have a coven, we have shifters, because the shifter from Eternal Desire shows up in this one, and it's so good. So this one is sort of the story of Helena of Troy, and Tamil, who is a fallen angel, and how the two of them sort of interact with each other. And then that's pretty much all I can say about it, because Helena is always sort of afraid to fall in love, and she doesn't trust herself because, you know, Helen of Troy destroyed Troy, and because of her looks and her beauty and her siren song, and that was one of her lives. So she has to go through some things because she was the one that initially made the agreement with some of the other angels that are involved within the story. And surprisingly, this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is a spin-off, or it's a like continuation of another series that Kim has, but you don't necessarily need to read the other series to understand the whole fallen angel aspect of it. And even though that religious sort of undertone is there, because there is some of that, it's not overwhelming, and it's not like a pushy sort of religious feel to it, and it just kind of goes along with the stories that are told and things like that. And I really enjoyed this book, like really enjoyed this book, and I can't wait to get to the next one. Next, we have Through His Eyes by Nikki Ash, and placing this in contemporary, giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 3 Steam fans, had it as an audiobook through my Hoopla, which is through my library. And this is the story of Quinn and Lachlan. And okay, this is the first one that had content warnings. Sorry about that, guys. I just noticed that I didn't do content warnings for the other ones, but those two don't really have them. But this one does have content warnings. So we have spousal abuse, cheating, self-esteem issues. There is a bit of an age gap in dealing with trust and things like that. So if any of those things are triggering to you, make sure that you check out the other reviews and check out other content warnings and trigger warnings and things like that. So we have Quinn, who is a single mom over 40, which I liked. I did like that aspect of it. And she is dealing with the aftermath of spousal abuse and dealing with a really bad situation. And a lot of the story deals with her healing, but the underlining love story is equal in part to it. So I'm not willing to place this in women's fiction because of that. Contemporary is definitely the place where it needs to be. And Lachlan is the is he Irish or Scottish? I think he might be Irish, but he is an Irish tattooist that is part of Quinn's brother's tattoo shop, and he thinks that Quinn is the bee's knees and really wants to get to know her and, you know, gain her trust and things like that. And gaining her trust comes with gaining her daughter's trust, and also dealing with Quinn's hurt past and hurt feelings, and dealing with her trust issues and her self-esteem issues. And I really appreciated the way that Nikki handled the entire situation. I did feel that Quinn's issues were a little overboard, like they lasted too long, but at the same time, you can honestly see that the dynamic and the swing of her issues and the way that she ends up finding help and dealing with all the things from her past and the things that end up coming up throughout the story really kind of flow with the story. So even though I was wanting the path to be quicker and things like that, Nikki took the time that was needed to tell the story, and I was here for that. So the next book that I finished was You Have a Piece of My Heart by Willow Winters. And this is a collection of Willow's short stories for different characters. And I think there's some extra characters or some short stories and stuff like that. They're short. They're like 3 and 4 pages long. So you're not getting a full story for them. Give this collection 3.5 stars. Give it 3 Steam fans. Had it as an ARC. It has been released, so you guys can go out and check it out. It really is just a slice of life. So I'm not going to go into each one of the characters that we see because it just wouldn't make any sense to do that. But they are slice of life. You get like one scene of these couples, different couples interacting, and I was here for that. Some of them I knew, some of them I didn't know, some of them definitely make me want to go and read the full stories of these couples, or wishing for couples, or wishing for books for the couple that she has written into them. So I really did enjoy that. Then we have Deep Dish, which is Lunchtime Chronicles number 27 by Xyla Turner. This is a contemporary interracial romance novella. Give it 3.5 stars. Give it 2 Steam fans. Had it as an ebook through KU, Black author. This is a hate to love lovers romance. And it seemed very insta-love, but we have Aaron and we have Tony. Aaron is becoming a food inspector. That was like one of the things that I didn't particularly care for, because it started involving real life things. So even though we're told in the beginning of the story as an author's note, don't worry about the fact that all of the things for food inspection aren't correct in the story. It's a work of fiction. But also the coronavirus was brought into the conversation. So it was like, you could have just left this, let us suspend our belief of realism at the door, being that it's a short novella, without telling us that. And I was just like, okay, now I'm kind of focused on it, and it's kind of annoying, it didn't make it a bad story. It kind of annoyed me that it was kind of told to me up front. And then the whole washing of hands and coronavirus, and yeah. But then Tony, oh my goodness. So Tony is a pizzeria owner, and he makes the pizzas, and he's hard-nosed and things like that. And the two of them did not work, didn't rub each other the right way. She came in on her break while she was taking her test to become a food inspector, and he was really, really rude to her, excuse me. And then she decides, okay, this is going to be the first place that I go when I have to inspect something. And she does that, and then come to find out she has to find her own interning spot. So she starts interning there. And then all of a sudden a flip is switched, and they're like lusting over each other. And I'm like, wait, that didn't seem right. That didn't seem right. Or it didn't feel right for me. So there's that. Then the last book that I finished last week was Fire Roasted, which is Lunchtime Chronicles number 27 by Loren. Placing this in contemporary interracial romance novella, giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 2.5 Steam fans. Ebook, KU, Black author. This one was a secret crush, which I was like, I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't think the blurb that I read, or that was read to me in the beginning of the book, actually fits the story, because the blurb mentioned something about a roommate dying in a fire. And then in the story, so I was like, ooh, this might be a little heavy. This might be a little heavy, right? And then the storyline didn't really mention any of that. And the reasons for her facial deformity was because she was in an accident. So I'm getting ahead of myself, but we have Pilar, we call her Pia, and Griffin. Griffin saves Pia from a car accident from a car and an accident that ended up disfiguring her face and giving her quite a bit of burn on her face. So she was dealing with that. But the two of them knew each other when they were kids. And Griffin was always known as the guy from the wrong side of the tracks, and, not to like him. But the two of them always had a, good working relationship until her brother stepped in and stopped something that could have propelled them in a better way. So once Griffin pulls her out of the car, saves her life as a fireman and stuff like that, he sends her flowers while she's in the hospital, and is like seeing her and wanting to see her while she's in her recovery. But then her mom steps in and is like, no. But then some things end up happening. There's a bachelor auction, and it was just so good. It was so fun, and I love when, crushes get back together, especially when there's a secret crush on both sides. Like, they didn't talk about the fact that they had a crush on each other. They just had a mutual respect and knew that they were friends, and knew they were interrupted when they might have crossed the line when they were younger, and now they get to, and it was just so good. I loved it. I loved it oh so much. And I loved that even with the disfigurement of her face from burns, Loren didn't like make it super heavy, and I was here for that. So that was the last book that I read last week. And what am I currently reading? I am currently reading Green Envy, and I have been reading this since last week. It took me a little more time. I wanted to binge it this weekend, but like I said, it was like I went 15 rounds with that booster, and I didn't get it finished before Saturday. So I will be finishing it this week. It does release this week. This is the second book in the Sin series, and I needed to be present. I need to be present for this book and for the second book, because I am sure Aleatha is going to give us some twists and turns that I don't see coming, and I need to be fully present for that. So that is why it moved to this week as well. I'm also reading A Chef's Kiss by Nia Crespo, and this is a book that is starting a new series and for a Harlequin project that is upcoming. I am super excited to tell you guys more about this. So far, it is really cute, and it's about chefs, and I love me some cooking stuff, and there's a lot of cooking stuff that goes on in this. So that is what I read last week and the things that I'm reading this week. I also will be reading some other books as well, but I don't have them on my list right now. But, there is one. I'm currently also reading Stripped by Zoey Castile, and this is on audiobook. And I need to get it done before I lose my Hoopla credit. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. So I got book mail that I forgot to put into the videos, so we're going to insert it now. All right, so this first package is from Amazon, and I don't remember ordering anything for myself, but there's a good possibility that it's for myself. Let's see what it is. Oh no, there are notes. There's a note. Let's see what the note is about. I am so spoiled by this author. I swear to sweet Lord. Okay, so Willow, I love you. Once again, sending me books because she's amazing. Her new collection, You Have a Piece of My Heart by Willow Winters, as well as, yes, thank you very much, Sexy as Sin by Willow Winters. Love it oh so much. And it makes me really, really wonder what's in this package, because this package is from Willow. And if for some reason this package happens to be similar books to those, it's not. No, it's not. This is a different package. Oh my goodness. Did I order something from Willow and forget about it? I didn't think I did, but maybe I did. No, there's a note. There's a note. There's a note. Love you too, Willow, and I'm here to support any way that I possibly can. Oh my goodness, keeping you out there. I haven't read this book, and I don't know what this book is about, but it is Tell Me to Stay by Willow Winters. Let's see. It's from Willow, so I'm thinking it's probably going to be a little softer, maybe. Super excited about that. Let's just read this blurb on the back. You guys know I don't usually read blurbs, but we're going to read this blurb. It's impossible to get over what we had. He was everything, irresistibly handsome, relentlessly elite, and seemingly untouchable, while I was nothing. Yet he protected me when I was at my lowest. More than that, he wanted me. He devoured me, and I did the same to him until all fell apart. Until it all fell apart. And I ran as far away from Maddox as I could. After all, the two of us were never meant to be together. I never thought I'd see him again years later, let alone be under him in the way I've craved since we said goodbye. The attraction between us still burns like fire, but time can't change the past. And I don't know if it's possible for us to mend all our broken pieces. Oh my God. 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 Thank you, Willow. She also sent me a awesome little, oh my goodness, there's two things here. So we have this cute tote bag, which I absolutely love. It helps me carry, they help me carry around my bags. Like I get totes like this, and I'll be able to move my books from upstairs where I do my videos now to downstairs to my recording room in which I need to finish. But then there's also this cute little bag right here, right? With a merciless quote on it. And I am all for the merciless, there's something in there, for the merciless world. But I can also use this little tote thing for like my change in my purse. Ooh. It is a enamel pin, guys. Oh my goodness. It is super cute. Let's see if we can focus it in on it. Will it focus? Will you focus? You're not going to focus on, there we go. There it is. It is so pretty and so cute. I absolutely love this pin. Now I just have to figure out where I'm going to put it. Usually I will probably put it on a bag somewhere and have it that way, but that is so adorable. Love it. Oh, so much. Thank you very much, Willow, for sending me this package, for both packages. I greatly appreciate them. And now back to the regular scheduled video. Thank you guys for hanging with me. I greatly appreciate you, and I will see you in another video.